Hello everyone, Mimikins here. Capcom released more information regarding Monster Hunter Rise. A third locale has been revealed called the Frost Islands, along with the two we already know of called Flooded Forest and Shrine Ruins. This used to be a nest of a gigantic dragon, many heroes who lost their lives trying to slay the beast, turning it into a barren place of desolation and death. In the centre of the islands lie giant dragon bones and the remnants of a dragon ship, the final traces left by a desperate struggle. The zone is going to have some snowy terrain but also some underground caverns which you will be able to battle in. Some monsters native to this zone were also shown. A new fang beast known as Gos Harag makes his debut. This one very much reminds me of a noni, which is a type of demon ogre in Japanese folklore, often depicted by a menacing looking mass, which you can see here when the monster gets enraged changes colour. This monster can inhale cold air and mix it with its own fluids to create an icy blade, which he then uses to fight with. Wagomi is making a return, who we last saw in Monster Hunter Generations. He is another fanged beast. He attacks by throwing chunks of ice, swiping his claws and sliding round on its belly like a penguin. Kezu the thunder-based flying wyvern is back. We already knew from previously teased armour and weapons. His stretchy neck gives him plenty of reach to bite at hunters from range. While Kezu prefers dark caves, he will come out in open areas as well. The Great Baggy also lives here, a bird wyvern that uses sleep attacks by spitting at its prey. This monster comes with 2 additional lackeys. He's one of the easier monsters and will often pop up in other quests to sleep you and all your teammates while you're busy contending with more challenging monsters. The Barioth is back. He is a very fast ice-based flying wyvern who will spit out icy tornadoes and ice balls at you, as well as swipe you with his sharp claws and jumping all over the place while doing it. That's 5 monsters living within this zone so far. No doubt more will come, just don't forget your hot drinks. They showcase some of the monsters which are coming to other zones, such as Mizutsuni, who is a water-based leviathan. This monster secretes a fluid that can turn into bubbles which can launch out and greatly hinder your movement if you get hit. It can also fire pressurized jets of water from its mouth, a fan favourite in previous games and one I'm happy to see returning. Tigrex, the translator calls him Tigrex. I'll forgive this transgression, but I've always called him Tigrex because he pounces around like a tiger with the head of a rex. Not to mention his markings are not too different from tiger stripes. He behaves just as crazy as my cats do when a fly gets in the house. Also, Tigrex sounds like a sports vitamin you might take. If that triggers you, make your feelings truly known in the comments below and I'll read them while I drink a mug of your tears. Magnamallow, the flagship monster. A lot smaller than I would have expected for a flagship monster. He has purple gas that rises up from his body when he eats other monsters called Hellfire, which makes his ferocious attacks even deadlier. While we don't yet know a whole lot about this one, he does remind me of the various Zenogres, and I hope he doesn't disappoint since he has a large pair of boots to fill that Nergiganti left behind. Hopefully we'll have some interesting mechanics to contend with. Another exciting feature shown today was the ability to play with monsters. Well, you can't actually play as a Rathalos and wipe out a team of hunters, which would have been really funny. You can use the Silkbind to create reins to control the monster, performing various attacks, and slam them into walls. This looks like it could be a lot of fun, and I suspect most players will probably resemble something like this. We've been hearing about this rampage a lot, and if we do get several monsters on the map at the same time, then I can see a group of players controlling several for a battle royale. Wishful thinking perhaps, but a fun notion. A cool new feature and hopefully more than just a gimmick. New characters have been introduced. Guildmaster Hojo, the oldest man in the village. Earlobes tend to get older with age. Topped with being a Wyverian who can live for hundreds of years, he must be pretty old. A senior figure in the village, so better treat him with some respect. Master Utsushi. He'll be in charge of all the arena quests. These are quests for up to 2 players where you have to defeat monsters using preset gear and items. Chief Kogarashi. the dignified leader of the felines. He's in charge of the mercenaries at the village, who are a monster recon squad of buddies. It sounds like it could be the Rise version of Tail Raiders. Iori, who is in charge of buddies. If you're looking to enlist a Palamute or Palico, he's your guy. Rondine allows you to trade your possessions for helpful items. It's Rise version of the Argosy. Minato, the twin sister of Hanoa. She looks a little more serious and has 2 hair decorations compared with her twin, who has 1. She's in charge of the Gathering Hub quests. The other NPCs have been mentioned before. If you missed my video, link is at the end. I like how Rise has added a little more depth to the characters living in the village. In world, most of them didn't even have names, including one of the main characters, the Handler. Capcom have also added a training area to practice your skills on a variety of objects. This looks more dynamic than the one we experienced in World. We can see a makeshift monster and also targets in the background. Capcom have also released a demo on the Nintendo Switch, which you can download and play until the 1st of February. I'll be checking it out later on. I've got to see what they've done to my hunting horn. It looks so crazy in the weapon showcase. Thanks for watching. Please support the channel by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.